Hi, this is Carrie from Scrapyard Chicks, and I just wanted to show you what our project is today for Wednesday, the 1st of December, and it is a year in review little mini album. I called it Our Year in Pictures. This little piece right here, you're gonna get this as a printout, so you can print that onto whatever color cardstock that you're using. I did it in brown. I also included in black. So kind of depending on what you're going to do, this book is a series of pockets and they're double-sided. So you can insert, this is a 4x6, you can insert one in the front, one on the back side, and then there's also a pocket in the top, which is just really cool. So you can actually add a lot more photographs than what I have here, but just for our project I wanted to show it off to you with just one in each. So you're going to do 6 pockets for this, so we're going to use the front and the back, so you have one for every month as you go through, and then on each page I just did a little journaling tag. And the idea of this is that you can just jot down the few things that you did during that month. This would be a great gift for grandma, for aunts, mother-in-law. You can see I'm kind of making my Christmas list as I'm talking to you because there's lots of potential here. You can just do a couple photographs and it's just a nice, fast and easy way to do a nice gift. Now I did the covers out of acrylic, and the reason that I did that is because this is such beautiful paper. I really didn't want to hide it with a chipboard cover, and so I used just a nice lightweight acrylic cover. If you don't have that, you could definitely do a chipboard cover. One of the things I'm going to show you is how to put together the pocket. Each one of the pockets is made out of one 12x12 sheet of paper, and also how to attach our little logo on the front, because I didn't use any adhesive. I just basically tied it on. I punched some holes and threaded that through. So this is the supplies that you need to make this. You need 6 different pieces of 12x12 double-sided paper. This is a line that we actually intentionally over-ordered so we could use this again for another project. So these all have a great pattern on the back side, and that's important because you do see both sides when you make these pockets. I'm going to pull those little cards out so you can see that you actually do see that inside. So you need 6 pieces of pattern paper, 2 pieces of whatever color cardstock that you want for your inserts, and 2 pieces for this other little insert. This is a little 4x5 that goes in the other pocket, and I also use that for my journaling tags and for my printout. I also use some tiny type stickers by Cosmo Cricut, a couple little pieces of acrylic, some other scraps of cardstock that we're going to use for the tags. You don't need full sheets for that. A couple of rings, some ribbon, some twine, and then I did use a couple punches. I used a 2 3/4 inch punch, a 2 1/2, a 3/4, and a tag corner. You could do those pieces on your Cricut if you wanted to, if you don't have the punches. So anyway, so that is our project for this week, and part of the video is in the next segment I will show you how to fold the pockets, and the last segment I'll show you how to put the little medallion on the front. Thanks! Hi, this is Carrie from Scrapyard Chicks, and I'm going to show you the technique that we are going to do this week for our little mini book, and it is a pocket. And this one isn't sealed up yet, but it is a double-sided pocket. You can put a photo in it this way. You can put a photo on the back side, and then there's also space to put an insert in the top. And that's going to be great because we are doing a year of memories. So we're going to do 6 of these pockets. We're going to use one side for each month, and then you can put some extra things in the top. And so I'm using this great Echo Park paper collection called Walk in the Park. I love these bright colors. This is the perfect little mini book for me because I love bright colors. I don't really like all the muted tones, but you could do this out of any 6 pattern papers that you like. They do need to be double-sided because, as you can see, you see both sides of all of the papers, and so you just have to go through and choose and see which side that you want to show, because we're going to be doing an insert that's going to go into the pocket like this. So I'm going to show you how to fold these pockets right now, and then we'll show you the finished product in a while. So you want to start with a 12x12 piece of double-sided cardstock weight, because this is actually going to create the pages for your book. You're going to go ahead and put it in your Score Pal or your scoring tablet, whatever you want to use. We're going to be scoring on the side that's on the inside. So whatever you determine that you want to be this inner part, that's what we're going to be doing our score lines. We're going to score this at 6 inches. Then we're just going to turn our paper 1/4 of a turn, and we're going to score it again at 3 1/2 and at 8 1/2. And then you are going to, actually, you're going to need your bone folder again. We're going to go ahead and fold that like this in half on the 6-inch score line. If you're a tiny bit off, I'm always a little bit off when I score, that's okay. The fold of this is going to be the outside edge. So then what you're going to do is you're going to open this back up, and then you're going to cut from here along the score line right up to where the next score line is. So you're going to kind of cut a little flap like that. You're going to do the same thing on the opposite corner. If you can't see, you can kind of fold it. You can do this with a trimmer if you want. We're actually going to fold these flaps in, so if they're a little bit off, which mine just is way off, that's okay. Then you're going to go ahead and go like this, and then you're going to fold those flaps down like this. So go ahead and fold all 4 of those in, just like that. And then starting on one side of the book, go ahead and open those back up. And then you're going to fold them in. From the corner, you're going to fold it in up to that fold line. Just like this. And just take your bone folder, make a nice crease on that. And that's going to fold up. You're going to do the same thing on the opposite, on the top. Go ahead and fold it, and then go ahead and crease it. And you're going to fold it up like that. So you end up with that great little pocket. So let's go ahead and do the other side. We're going to do the same thing. If you wanted to, you could absolutely trim those flaps off. The folded edge actually gives it a sort of a nice finished edge versus folding. You could also cut this with a pair of decorative scissors, whatever you like to do. So we've got our folded edges like this. We're going to put a little bit of adhesive underneath those flaps. And then before we're done, we're also going to put adhesive along the bottom here so we can seal that up. So then that's going to make a pocket here, and at the top, and then our binding is going to be off to the side right here. Now when I'm doing a pocket along the bottom, I like to use 3-in-1 glue. It's a liquid adhesive because it dries hard. So that way if you're inserting things in there, you don't end up getting things stuck into your adhesive. So that's our pocket folding technique this week, and then I'll be back to show you our finished product. Hi, I'm back, and I'm just going to show you how we're going to put that little medallion on our front cover. Now this is acrylic and it has a film on it, but because it's hard to see to video, I'm going to actually show it to you on a piece of chipboard so you can kind of get the idea of where you punch the holes and everything. The covers are 5 by 6 and they fit right onto the front of your book. When you're working with acrylic, I recommend don't remove the protective coating until you're ready to really assemble it, because it does get scratched. So we're going to work on a piece of chipboard. So this is the same size. So what I'm going to do is you're going to take your ruler, you're going to measure down 1.5 inches and then over 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And you're going to do that onto both sides of your acrylic. I'm showing you on chipboard. And then just take your Crop-A-Dile, and I use the small hole punch, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to punch out that space on both sides. You could use the large punch if you wanted to, if that's a little bit easier for you. So we've got those holes punched out, and then you need 2 feet of either a narrow ribbon or a twine. And what I'm going to do, and then this is the medallion. This is it's punched out to be 2 3/4, and you're going to go ahead and punch out the year and pictures out of it with using a 2.5 inch punch and just glue that on there. I'm not going to do that for our demonstration, but you can imagine what that looks like. And then you are going to punch. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to punch holes on each side of it about 1/2 inch apart. They don't actually line up with the cover. They're going to be sort of offset. This is just a way to thread this on without actually having to use any adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to lace this. Oops, I did that wrong. We're going to start from the bottom. We're going to come up and we're going to lace this onto our piece just like this. We're going to leave this end loose for now. It's going to go behind like this. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take that long end. We're going to go under to the back side of the cover, and then we're going to come back up like this. because we want to, so we're going to wrap that twine around the edge like this. We're going to come back to that other side. We're going to go under and then back up through the hole. And the reason you want to add that extra set of holes is because it really does keep the piece secure and keeps it from sliding around too much. So then you're just going to go ahead and tighten that up. And then you can go ahead and tie a knot, a bow, whatever you want to do with your pieces over there. Now for the project that I did, so you can see how that works. So that goes, it goes underneath here, it wraps around the back side, back underneath, and then it just ties right there. And then you can just slide that medallion over. So for the piece that we did, I used 2 pieces of baker's twine because I thought the colors were really pretty. So you can see how that works, how that goes behind like that, and then you can just really see how pretty that is to see both sides of it. So that's all the technique for our book this week. So enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you next week.